I recently had the opportunity to watch Bait, which is an upcoming series on Amazon Prime, which is created by Riz Ahmed. It also stars him as well as this very kind of low level, very neurotic actor who got the chance to audition for James Bond. And as he was leaving the audition, there was a picture taken by a paparazzi photographer, which goes online and creates this whole controversy and discourse that ultimately creates a lot of chaos, not only in his professional life, but in his personal one as well. I really enjoyed this show. I think it's very funny. Gus Khan is especially hilarious in the show, but it's also very well done as this kind of character study about a guy who has to grapple with his place in the legacy of the character of James Bond, but also how that reflects not only onto him, but his entire community and their place in British culture and whether that would be something that is welcomed or not. I was very curious about the show because I did like the trailer that came out a while ago, but I was worried that it would essentially play out kind of like Twitter discourse where everything is just spoken in hyperbole and extremes and bad faith. And thankfully, the show largely avoids all of that. It actually does incorporate a lot of nuance in these discussions. I think it helps that everyone in the show just like kind of sucks and not in a bad way, and certainly not in terms of performance. Everyone is very good in the show, but it isn't just having them be these perfect human beings with perfectly articulated thoughts. It allows them to be imperfect. It allows them to be insecure, unaware, judgmental, especially within our lead character. And it just makes everything feel so much more interesting and so much more alive and so much more human as a result. It's also nice to see that they were able to use James Bond as the foundation for the show, because it would have been so much easier for them to just create a fictional spy that's like a James Bond equivalent. I know there's like some corporate synergy going on because Amazon owns the character now, but it does allow the show to kind of stay grounded and keep you level even when it does get into some slightly heightened territory as it goes along. If anything, I do wish the show was a bit longer. It's 6 episodes and they're all about 20 minutes long. And I think there are definitely areas that could have been worth exploring, like how corporations will often weaponize representation for their own benefit. But by the time we do get to the end of it, it does wrap up in a way that I think is ultimately really effective, especially from a character standpoint. And it does fly by as you watch it, but it doesn't feel like we're missing out on anything or that it's being trimmed down to the bone. It is just very economical. So yeah, those are my somewhat scattered but ultimately very positive thoughts on Bait. Again, it's coming out on March 25th. All 6 episodes are going to drop at the same time. And I would definitely recommend it, especially if you enjoyed the trailer that came out. There's a lot of smart writing, great performances, and it's definitely worth your time. And if you do see the show, then feel free to let me know what you thought of it in the comments.